welcome to the next episode of my weekly planning series. My name is Sharlene from So Dressmaking, and I'm just going to talk you through what I have on my list of plans this week. Obviously, as you've seen last week, I do like to have a lot of plans so that if I fancy working on, if I don't want to continue working on something, I always have something else to do, and I just like having all those extra plans. It helps me sort of focus my mind on a few things. Obviously, I won't get them all done. Maybe some weeks I will, but the way things are going at the minute, I definitely won't. My kids just, yeah, they take a lot more time now. Yeah, because we can't get out of the house obviously, so I'm trying to find new ways to keep them entertained. So first up on my plans this week is, so I have this fabric from Minerva. It's a John Caldor satin, and it has this lovely like border print that runs down each side. So my plans for this is the square dress by Trend Patterns. This fabric has actually been perfect for this pattern. I'll show you the line drawings here. These panels, the way they're actually cut sort of down the grain. So they are just this printed part of the pattern, and then the top parts are cut in the bias, so the pattern's kind of running here up the way. So it's had a really nice effect with this pattern, so I'm really happy I went for this. All I have left to do, I had considered adding like a wee puff sleeve, but I think I'm just going to leave it as it is. So I just need to cut out the facings for this now, and then that's it done. I had a bit of this left over, so my next plan, and this one I do have to get done, I had some of that fabric left over from this dress. I just went with what the fabric recommendations were, but that was obviously for the biggest size, so I managed to squeeze it out less. So I had enough left over. I'm doing the pattern test for the new Bella Loves Patterns pattern. So I'm making this view of the blouse here. She has already shared this on Instagram, so I'm allowed to do these wee line drawings, but I have to get that done for this weekend, so that is one that I'm definitely going to start working on. This satin is lovely and lightweight and will hopefully be perfect for this pattern. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. And I do have another fabric in my stash that I would probably make the dress with, if this does work out, if I like it. So yeah, that's one that I'm definitely going to be working on this week. Then the next fabric I will be working on is this. This is again from Minerva. It's for another blog post. This is a viscose twill. It's very, very lightweight, very, very sheer. But what I'm planning with it is the it's again by Trend Patterns, the pleated shoulder dress. So I've already made the top. I'll post a wee picture up in here. And I seen a dress from, I think it was from Other Stories. I'll try and find it as well and post it up. And it had a lot of the same design details. So there was the big sleeves and like a handkerchief hem, and I think it has some sort of detail around the shoulders too. So I knew this pattern would be great to try and recreate it. And I just had been on the lookout for the fabric, and I really, really like this. I think this is definitely one that I will wear all year round. I can layer it up, and I could probably wear it sort of coming into spring. Let's face it, we don't always get to wear short sleeves in this country anyway during the summer. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to making this one. The pattern pieces are huge, so it has taken me a long time to get them cut. I just have the sleeves left to cut and the hem facings, and then that's me ready to go. I've made it before, so hopefully it shouldn't take me too long. There is just a lot of fabric to work with because the pattern pieces are so big. So the next plan then is to hopefully get working on my Tynni trousers as well by Named Clothing. This is on my list from last week, so I got them cut. I have them all cut out, and I will probably just try and get these basted together at some point this week to check the fit. The pattern requires a bit of stretch, so obviously if you make the same size every time, they are still going to be a wee bit different with different types of amounts of stretch. So I discovered last time it's quite hard to, once you put them together, you already have the pockets in, so it is quite hard to adjust them after that. So I'm going to baste them together first to check the fit, and then I'll see how they go. So next up then is to continue working on my Dawn jeans, the 12. So this is if you see the wide leg crop, I will hopefully get a wee bit more work done on these this week. The front's together, I just need to get the back put together and then obviously the waistband on. So even if I can get the back legs and the pockets on, then I'll be happy enough with that. And then I can just go on ahead and check the fit as well. So once I have those done, then I can start on the denim pair, hopefully. Because I'm really looking forward to making them. Hopefully this pattern does work out for me. So next up, I actually want to ask your opinions on something. I have 2 more fabrics here from Minerva and cannot decide what to do with them now. So initially, so this one here is a John Caldor stretch sateen, stretch sateen I think. I'll double check that. So there is quite a bit of widthwise stretch. I had got these initially to make trousers, had been my idea, but I'm not 100% sure now. I think seeing these colours, I don't know if I made the trousers, I don't actually know what I would pair them with in my wardrobe. I suppose there is the option of doing the trousers and maybe adding in, maybe I would have enough left over to do a wee top to match and have like the faux jumpsuit, but then I wouldn't really be able to wear them. I don't think I could pair it with anything else in my wardrobe. There's a lot of static on this fabric, my hair's going everywhere. So yeah, my thoughts now are the Charlotte skirt by Hand London with the ruffle at the waist, and then maybe do a hack of the Flora top or the Flora dress, so just do the top part of it so it has like the quite high straight neck and then the wee straps. That's one option I think, or maybe just make the whole thing as a dress, just combine the two. Because the Charlotte skirt requires stretch, because it is so fitted, it's fitted to like a real hourglass shape, so this fabric would actually be perfect for that. Or my other thought is possibly a like jumpsuit or Boilersuit, so the Intrepid Boilersuit by Alice & Co. I do have plans to make a hack of that in denim, so maybe we'll try it out and see what the original pattern's like without any changes. And yeah, I think that could be quite fun maybe in a Boilersuit, a bit full on, but yeah, that's my thoughts at the minute for this. I think if I'm doing the Boilersuit, having that wee bit of stretch in it too would be quite nice. Then the other fabric I have is this black brocade. So my original thoughts for this was to make a jacket, a black blazer, which I still do like that idea. I think it would be a real staple classic piece in my wardrobe. I would get loads of wear from it, but I just don't know what pattern I would use. I think that's maybe what's stopping me. The only pattern I have here is the one I've already made a few times, and I would like to try something different. So yeah, I'm not sure about that now. I also would love to make like a black dress, fitted bodice, full skirt, big sleeves, just go all out, go a bit crazy. So that was the other thing I was thinking of, or possibly, so with the Intrepid Boilersuit, I want to mash it and the Selkie patterned linen jumpsuit. I want to kind of take bits from both of those patterns and kind of merge them together. So maybe I could do the linen jumpsuit in this, and then I would know what the fit is like on both of them and know where to go with that, because I haven't made a whole lot of jumpsuits and Boilersuits. So I would want to make sure that I'm getting the fit and everything right first. So yeah, I don't know what to do with this one either. If you have any ideas or any other suggestions, pop them in the comments below and let me know. I'll maybe put a few polls up on stories later over on Instagram as well and see what you think about that. At least you can let me know what you think there. Yeah, I really would like to get these two cut. Whatever I'm going to do, I'd like to get them cut by either the end of this week or start of next week, so that I can get working on them. I probably have until the end of this month to get, what month are we in? April, isn't it? I have no idea. Yeah, it's April. Yeah, I've probably got until the end of this month to get all these Minerva projects done, so I would really like to get them all, have them all cut so that I can get working on them. I have a few other whips here as well, works in progress. Still have my Cali shirt to finish from last week, and my JP coveralls in a green tencel by Ready to Sew. So that's what I'm focusing on this week. Again, as you seen last week, I'll maybe only get 1 or 2 of these done. I'll maybe get one of my whips finished, which I'm happy enough with. Obviously I'm not getting just as much done at the minute. With the kids are just, it's not as easy to keep them entertained at the minute, because obviously they've been stuck in the house now for I don't know how many weeks, too many weeks really. But they have been so good. Like, I really am so proud of them that they have been coping with this so well. Like, it's been a big change for them. So yeah, hopefully I will get a few of these done. Obviously Darren is working just crazy hours, he's not getting any time at all. So yeah, we're all just adjusting and getting on with things, and yeah. So yeah, yesterday morning my Crohn's flared up a bit. A few of you have asked me about it, how I'm feeling. I am feeling a lot better today. I know now when that happens, I am quite close to taking my injection, so sometimes it does happen at the end of the 2 weeks. But when it does happen, I just have to take it easy, and I got a pattern cut out yesterday, that was it. Didn't do anything else. Had a nap, and that was me, because I know when it does happen, I just need to stop and rest and let my body recover from it. And yeah, feeling so much better today, ready to get on with things and get things done. So if you have any ideas of what I can make with these fabrics, leave me some comments. If you have any comments about anything else, feel free to leave them as well. And yeah, I will catch up with you all at the end of the week and let you know how I get on with all of these plans. Bye!
With a big bear.
Very good.
Yes. And
is there any more ice?